Hello, everyone, and welcome to Let's Make a List on KPCA LP, Petaluma, California, 103.3 FM, and online at kpca.fm. This is the show where me, Phil, I host it, and we take things relating to pop culture, entertainment, music, movies, stuff like that, and we make a list, and we discuss our choices. My name's Phil. I host this show every week, Friday, 2 to 3. And today, I have a special guest who's been on the show before. He's been on the show, we think, maybe 5 or 6 other times.
It's possible.
And he'll be on the show again in the future. This is Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris.
Hey, I'm Phil. Everyone who was listening to Healing Within with Anne-Marie, thank you very much for sticking around. We're going to be with you till 3, and then we have DJ Saeed, Full Circle Sessions from 3 to 5 music show. All right. So today is an important day because it's raining out a little bit. And it was not expected, but it's fine. I like it. I'm happy it is. Maybe that means that all the trees will grow an extra inch this year. Probably. Isn't it like an inch per day of rain? Is that how trees work?
I have no idea.
So it's like that's how you can, if you go to, let's say, the Avenue of the Giants where all the redwoods are up north, you see a tree is, the tallest tree is maybe over 100 inches. You're going to realize that means we had 100 days of rain last year. That's pretty good. That's a
100 days
of rain.
Okay, so a day of rain.
Yeah.
I don't think you can measure rain by days. What?
Yeah, a day.
How much is a day worth of rain?
24 hours. Yeah.
Okay, you win. Yeah.
I'm going with the
metric,
the, Western American.
Okay, continental
method. Yeah. So the rain perfectly fits into our topic today, which is our first concerts we attended.
Yes.
We each separately came up with a list, and we went and we tried to find dates and tried to think of concerts, and I am like 65% sure that I don't know how accurate this is. How many do you have on your list approximately?
I stopped at 11.
Okay, I have more than that, but we'll probably go till about 11.
You can talk a lot.
My top 11, I would say, how confident am I that those are the first 11 concerts I went to? Not very confident.
Yeah,
but
I think 65 is probably pretty reasonable.
I think they're probably 11 of the 15 first concerts I went to.
Are accurate?
Confident. Yeah.
I just don't remember. I feel like there were a number of concerts before these ones that I listed that I just am not remembering.
That's true. They're probably more when we were kids or something we went to, or things. But I'm thinking of this more as concerts that were like, I don't know how to describe it.
I'm not talking about high
band,
school band or anything. I'm just talking about Yep.
We'll see.
But it might be accurate. It's possible.
Could be. Somebody check for us.
Yeah.
We need an intern.
You need an intern.
No, you can use the intern too when you're here.
Yeah, but
that's one of the perks of being a guest.
Yes.
You don't get paid. It's community radio, but intern. Before that.
Yeah.
We'll get to the concert stuff soon. But first.
Don't worry, everybody.
Public domain movie of the week. We'll see how much longer this lasts.
Yeah.
That's
a good
review. These are tough to watch. I don't dread watching them. I'm just I do a little bit. It doesn't actually put me in a bad mood, but it makes me go, that's I have to, an hour and a half being bored.
Like easy
I'll
homework?
deal with it. Yeah. Well, easy homework, you feel like
you're accomplishing something.
Yeah, this I don't as much.
Yeah.
Easy math was great. Easy math homework.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to keep going for as long as... I'm obviously not going to go for as long as I can because I could go every week. I don't have any excuses besides not wanting to do it. So it's a reason, not an excuse. But this week, so public domain movie of the week for people who are new to the show, it is... I take a movie that is considered to be in the public domain and I watch it and I try to increase my attention span and I try to appreciate older movies more. So far... I think I'm failing on all fronts. I just complain about these movies basically. Yeah. So this one It's called The Wasp Woman. The Wasp Woman. 1959, produced and directed by Roger Corman. Black and white, starring Susan Cabot and Anthony Isley. I'd never heard of either of them. Didn't recognize them. Roger Corman, I know.
Yeah. You probably even recognize them.
Yep. This movie is compared to the other ones, it's just right in the middle, basically. It's not phenomenal. I don't want to use that word again. I used that earlier. It's not surprisingly good or surprisingly bad. It's just boring, kind of B movie-ish, but like that those days. Well, I guess a lot of the public domain movies I've been watching are considered B movies.
Yeah.
Where they're almost always released as a double feature.
Yeah.
This one, it was released, I guess, years later, and like 3 years later, and another director added 13 minutes to it.
Yeah, that's a lot of Roger Corman stuff is that way. It's a weird situation he made.
Yep. I don't know which version I watched. I think I watched the original.
They
Because
probably
it's pretty short.
did it come out with the same name? Because I thought I would.
It does have other names too. I think it's like Bee Woman or something like that. That's one of them. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I have a couple things, quotes from Wikipedia, which are quoted from other things, about this. So real quick, I'll say the poster that I've seen and is common for this movie has a giant wasp with a woman's face on it attacking a guy. And
that's
then
like the opposite. Of
quote Wikipedia.
Sorry,
yeah. No, it's fine. The wasp woman has the head and hands of a wasp, but the body of a woman, exactly the opposite of the creature shown on the film's theatrical release poster, which does not appear in the film. So, right away, that's kind of odd. They got a mask. They probably made it. And this woman, okay, so let me describe the movie real quick. This guy is a scientist. He extracts enzymes from wasps and experiments with that on animals and is able to reverse their aging. So the first one they show, I think, is I'm almost percent sure it's a guinea pig.
Okay.
And then injects it, and then they show it, and it's like they go, watch how quickly it ages backwards, and it just shows the people's face watching it. Then they turn back, and it was like a mouse or a rat. It was a rat, and I was like, wait, do baby guinea pigs look different? Or I'm like,
and you looked it up, and as far as you can tell,
yeah, they just look like little guinea pigs. So I think they just took a guinea pig, and then they either pretended that was a big rat, or they thought the rat was a guinea pig.
I think frog tadpole would have been the way to go on that one.
I agree. Well, it's
tadpole's not very cinematic, I guess.
You could take a turtle and have a smaller turtle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, so he does that, and then he gets fired from his job where he's supposed to collect royal jelly from queen bees, but instead he's collecting stuff from wasps, and they fire him. So he goes to this woman who runs a cosmetics company and shows it to her, and she goes, "Oh, wow," and she's getting older, which means she's like 40, and they make her older by like, again, it's black and white, so they just kind of put dark circles under her eyes.
Okay, yeah.
So she starts testing it. They start testing it on her, and those dark circles go away, and everyone's like, "You look 15 years younger," and she smiles more. And then, but the thing is, you discover one of the animals that they're testing on, the cat, turns into a wasp, kind of. So it's like they somehow, I don't know what they just made the cat look a little different, and it attacked some guy. And so she, at certain times, was turned into a wasp suddenly. And then other people... What?
Her head was, and also wasp in quotes.
Kind of, yeah. And then just some people who are around get concerned. They go, what's going on? And then that's the movie.
Yeah.
You don't get to see the woman being a wasp very long. Here are my notes I have about it. It's kind of boring. Yep. Chris,
you agreeing with your own notes?
Yeah. Okay. Chris saw the last few minutes of it, like 15 minutes with me. He saw the best part. It was a guy kicking through a glass door.
Well, no, it was just kicking a door and the glass window and it broke.
Yeah, it was...
I think he was supposed to have kicked the door open.
Yeah.
But he almost fell down.
Yeah, and it was...
And then he just went, whatever, I'll open it from the inside.
Yeah. It was a lot of these movies, older movies, the sci-fi ones, well, they're sci-fis, but there's a lot of them about the dangers of science.
Yeah.
And watch out, what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And I was going like, that's probably still common in movies.
Yeah,
It's more of like computers and
right.
artificial intelligence. Where here, it's a lot of these movies are you shouldn't play God because it'll get out of control.
Yeah,
It's like
only
Jurassic
God's
Park.
good at that. Yeah.
We'll see Jurassic World 2. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, the dinosaurs still.
Yeah.
I like a lot of these old sci-fi or scary movies. They very easily could have been just a Twilight Zone episode.
Right.
They're a half an hour thing where it's like, oh, that's kind of fun and a little creepy-ish, I guess, and then they expand it into an hour and a half, and it's just but this movie was, if I saw it in theaters and I had popcorn and stuff, I'd be fine.
Yeah, it wasn't what I saw wasn't irritating. It was just I kept realizing that they were having a conversation I wasn't paying attention to. And that was within 15 minutes. I was a lot of times. I was.
One more quote. This is from Wikipedia. The Wasp Woman's musical score, written by Fred Katz, was originally composed for A Bucket of Blood, according to Mark Thomas McGee, author of Roger Corman, The Best of the Cheap Acts. Each time Katz was called upon to write music for Corman, he sold the same score as if it were a different movie. The score was used in a total of 7 films, including Little Shop of Horrors and Creatures from a Haunted Sea. So, yeah.
I'm trying to think. I might have... Oh, man. Bucket of Blood sounds so familiar. No, I don't know it. Never mind.
It sounded familiar to me, too, and I looked, and I think it's just another public domain movie I haven't watched yet.
Yeah.
I think it's a dark comedy.
Well, that's good. I mean, that's the kind of thing he was good at.
Yeah. I need to watch a comedy from a public domain movie. I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, you do.
I'm a little... That I feel like might put me in a bad mood.
Maybe, but it might just be... You're pretty easygoing with comedies for the most part. It might actually work.
We'll see. So that was that. Public domain Wasp Woman. Do I recommend it? No. If you have to watch a public domain movie,
you can do
that's
worse.
fine.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If you like those old B movie, it's kind of sci-fi movies, this is exactly one of those.
Do you have a score or anything?
No, I stopped doing the boredom score because it was just became a. It was I didn't like the scoring thing pretty much from the beginning, and then it just kind of didn't mean anything.
Yeah. So far
it's
this
just
is going very well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's on YouTube. You can probably find other websites too if you want. All right. Should we get into the listing?
Probably.
Okay.
That was only 13 minutes. Jeez.
That's the should have been the tagline for the movie.
Because you wish it was only 13 minutes.
Yeah. Jeez. So yeah, our first concerts.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. Real quick, I could just look and just say, but a few of them we've gone to together. Yeah. I think the first one is one of those.
I think so too.
Together.
I wonder if we have the same one.
Let's see, and then we're gonna start just the earliest, and then just go basically till we feel like we're done.
Yeah.
All of mine. The first one is a certain year. The rest of them are all within 2 years of each other.
Oh yeah. Okay. Then I mean that sounds right, but that means I probably am missing some.
Okay, but 1999 and 2000 and then to 2001, I went to a lot of concerts.
Yeah, so did I, but and
I'm missing. There are shows at the Phoenix down the street, and then the Oasis, which was a teen center place in Santa Fe, that I went to a bunch. Like just kind of if the weekend to be like, oh, let's go there and see. There are a bunch of those that I couldn't find the dates. And I wasn't sure which ones I went to, so I'm not sure. But there's some of those that I do have dates, but there are a few of those that are not in my list. But
did you know that Hall & Oates played the Phoenix the year before I was born?
Really?
Yeah, that would have been a good, and entertaining place to see them.
Metallica. I listened to a podcast. Tom Gaffey was talking about this because Metallica. I can't remember what tour it was for, but they wanted to do some kind of warm-up shows. Okay. And they picked the Phoenix. They did 2 shows there. And they kind of... People talk about it as like open rehearsals, basically, which is pretty cool. But the story is that there's the bar restaurant across the street, and they like to go there because there's an accordion player there or something like that they like to hang out with. So they said, let's do that so we can hang out at that place.
That's pretty good.
Show. Yep. There have been a lot of like, it's fun to look and see who played the Phoenix in the 80s and 90s stuff. A lot of big bands.
So what I did, I have the title of a song that was almost.
I forgot about
played.
that. But I can do
That's
this.
okay. You
I
don't
can
have
do it.
to.
This will be good.
That was almost certainly played at that show.
I can do that
too.
So
I'm gonna.
I can't believe I forgot to do that part.
Oh my god, I almost forgot too, but you reminded me.
Yep. Do you want to go first?
Sure.
Well, I bet it's the same one.
I think it is too. Generic Blues is the name of a song that was almost certainly played at this concert.
Is that Weird Al?
Yeah.
What song is that?
What
album? Let me look it up.
Okay.
But yeah,
it might even just be I can't remember whether it's an on album song or is it.
Okay.
But anyway.
Yeah, it's on the UHF soundtrack.
Oh, okay, yeah. That makes sense because I don't have that album.
It's weird if I didn't know ahead of time that it was Weird Al or wasn't sure, then I would have not gotten that. Let's see if we had the same date.
So I have a guess. I cannot tell for sure.
I got what I think is the right thing. Okay. I found a website. I think it was actually Weird Al's website. It has his geography.
Yeah. Well, I found.
Okay, I
didn't look. I should have looked there. But
what date do you have?
I have 1994 October 21st.
Yep, that's right.
So Luther Burbank. Okay, good.
Pretty sure that's it.
Okay, me too. I remember you, me, and Stuart, and I think our Aunt
Marie.
Yeah, and then
who's been on the show?
Yeah. Yes. So I can say her name now, right? And I remember sitting in the back and it being like pews or something. I don't remember.
No,
it
that's
being
I remember it
yeah.
seeming kind of like wooden benches.
Okay.
I remember that's how I
so
remember
that's pretty much
the
all
thing.
I remember.
I remember there being a lot of wooden stuff in there, and I don't know if that's accurate. But okay.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
And he did. I remember doing the like surgeon, and he did Taco Grande.
Yeah.
And probably did Fat and some other ones, but I think that was our first concert.
I think that might have been.
We knew Weird Al definitely. I was 9. I think I started listening when I was like 6 or something.
Like
probably.
Off the Deep End already came out, right?
Probably.
So this might even be the Alapalooza tour.
Sure.
So yeah.
Yep. And I think that was Stuart's first concert also.
Could be, yeah.
I wondered, like, that's kind of a little surprising that we didn't go to concerts before then like that. Well, but the thing is, like, our dad likes music a lot, but he pretty much only wants to go to concerts as a band he really loves, and if the scheduling just works out, so it's convenient, and which is kind of how I am now too. But yeah, this thing about, like, I guess the bands that they liked and stuff weren't really active back then.
Well, it's also just they weren't in the habit of going to concerts a lot, so but still,
and we didn't really show. I don't think at that age we really,
also
thought
like
of that as a thing that we could do.
Or 13 or something at that time.
Yeah.
So.
That's but still, for me, it wasn't until I think I was like 14 that I realized I go to concerts if I want to. If I can get a ride and get money for tickets, I go. Yeah. Before then, it wasn't even a thing.
Yep.
Cool. So that was my first two.
I'm glad you reinforced my picking that date.
Now things have changed.
Yes.
All right. I have another guess for yours, but I want you to
you already got it. It's Weird Al.
Oh yeah. Sorry, your second one.
Should I go for my second one now?
Yeah.
Scalped is the name of the song.
Okay. Is it the? Oh, wait a minute. I have two guesses. Is it Morbid Angel?
No.
Is it the David Bowie Nine Inch Nails show?
Spoiler alert.
Oh yeah, sorry, that kind of wrecks things.
No, it doesn't at all because it's not like that's the entertaining part of the
show. Scalped. Was Marilyn Manson?
I'm pretty sure you were not there.
I give up.
Stuart and Dad and I went to go see Dick Dale at the Mystic.
Oh, okay. That was that long ago?
Yeah. Well, there's
I would have guessed that was
some disagreement in our family about which show it was, and I can't figure out. He's played the Mystic a few times. Mm-hmm. It was somewhere between 94 and 96, I think.
Okay.
And he played a couple times in that time. I can't figure out which one it was.
Could be that one. Yeah, but I probably didn't go. Either I was too young or I didn't care.
Yeah. And that was I remember going to that, and we were up in the back and with people from Dad's work.
Okay. Were you upstairs or downstairs?
Yeah, upstairs. And I think it was general admission or something, but still.
The only time I've been to Mystic was at the KPCA.
Really?
Fundraiser. Yep.
Weird.
And I look at the schedule a lot, and often their bands are like, oh, maybe I want to, but then I'm like, not enough.
No, yeah, I've been to a few concerts there.
I like it. It's a cool place. All right, my next one. I'll say a song that I'm pretty sure they played. Guerrilla Radio. Guerrilla Radio.
Oh, that sounds very familiar, but
this was 1999.
I do not know.
Rage Against the Machine.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I think that was my afterward. I think that was the first concert I went to.
Yeah.
It was myself, friends Eric, and who else went with us? Mark. And it was the Oakland Arena.
Okay.
And where Eric's mom, Barbara, drove us. This was November 19th, 1999. They were touring for Battle of Los Angeles. And this was first arena show it was the first non-Weird Al show. And so it's like I go in there, and the rap group Gangstar.
Yeah.
They were opening. So I go in there, and it was like this heavy hardcore rap. And I remember just going there. There's a huge crowd, lights. You could smell the cigarettes and the marijuana, and then there was just like a guy on stage with a baseball bat, and I was going, "This is intense." And I was 14, so I wasn't like a little kid, but still, for me, it was, oh boy. And like Eric and I, it might have been Eric's first show too, but Mark had been to a bunch of concerts. But Eric and I were just like, we found seats, and we're like, we don't want to go down there. Mark's like, come on, go down there. And we're like, you can go. We're not going down. Are you kidding me? Just like a huge mob of people. Which is kind of how I went full circle. I'm kind of back there now when I go to concerts. I'm like, I just want to see it. But yeah, and it was cool. And then they started, and they had the backdrop for the stage. They revealed it said Battle of Oakland, and it was just that's so cool. They did that, and it was awesome, and I enjoyed it a lot. And right then I was like, oh, okay, I want to go to a lot of these.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. My next ready guess?
I'm ready to guess.
A Small Plot of Land.
Oh goodness. Are you picking obscure songs on purpose?
No, I'm not picking ones that are just immediately give it away, which I probably should have.
Oh no,
I didn't.
Small Plot of Land. Is it one I've already guessed?
Yes.
Uh-oh. Is that David Bowie?
Yes.
Okay.
David Bowie and 9 Inch Nails and Prick at the Shoreline in 1995. I was 14 years old, and we got general. It was not you,
right? It was you, Stuart, and Ben, right?
Yeah, and it was the first like go to a concert without adults thing, and I was looking back on it, I was very afraid of doing anything. Like I did not know what we were supposed to do, and that kind of thing.
It was a mystery to all of us.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I felt because like he was just like, oh my god, I'm basically babysitting these two people.
But
what was I gonna say?
95, you said?
Yeah.
That was.
General admission, lawn seats, but still, you want to guess how much the tickets were?
Ooh.
For David Bowie, 9 Inch Nails, and Prick.
$9.95, $35?
$32.
Okay.
But it's still like, man, that's a lot cheaper.
Yeah. I remember, I think, going with Mom to the warehouse, maybe, and you guys get tickets.
Okay, maybe yeah.
And her asking the person, like, it's lawn, is there a certain spot
they
have to go to? And it's like, would they be able to bring, like, a blanket or like, something to lay down on? Something like that, it was a lay down on. Sit down. It was just a mystery to all of us. Yeah. And I remember I knew 9 Inch Nails and knew David Bowie, but for me, I was too young, and it was one of those, I don't even think I like wanted to go, but it was one of those where I was like, I think I was a little scared for you guys.
Yeah.
Because it was a big concert.
Yeah, and it was one of those, I was afraid and I was embarrassed that I was afraid, and it was this huge, intimidating seeming crowd that actually was exactly the opposite of intimidating when like mosh pit stuff that then like my coat started to come off and somebody put it back on me, and like that kind of thing where it was just like, oh, all these this isn't a violent attacking each other pit. This is get together and experience something together pit, which changed my mind about a lot of stuff. And there was somebody doing yoga in the very back to David Bowie stuff.
And you just don't know what that's going to be like until you've done it at least once, probably usually a few times.
And also David Bowie and Nine Inch Nails sets overlapped. Yeah. And they did some songs together, and I have a recording of a different show on that tour. Boy, their singing styles are not at all compatible. They sound awful singing each other's songs, and it's terrible. It's great that they did it. It was great when I was there. But boy, neither of them should sing each other's songs.
Was that when he was touring for Outside or Earthling? Okay, Outside.
One period Outside.
Oh yeah, sorry.
And then when
which came out first, Outside or Earthling?
Outside.
Okay.
And then when we saw Nine Inch Nails at FYF last year,
really good.
And they played Can't Give Everything Away, David Bowie song, and that was like the he did a really good job of that. That wasn't like when they were singing together. I remember that being like brought back memories of one of the main first concerts I went to, and David Bowie died, and Nine Inch Nails, and that was one of the few times I've teared up in the last like decade.
Oh yeah, it was. They were the best there. I never disliked Nine Inch Nails, but that renewed my interest. In them,
I just thought I was kind of done being excited by them, and that proved me wrong.
Yep. Did they have? Oh, never mind. Okay, next thing. A song that was played.
You don't have to do this part.
I'm going to say... Oh, I don't remember. I haven't listened to one of their albums in a long time. I'll tell you real quick.
That's a good hint.
Before it gives it away. Before I give you the trivia thing or whatever. So, this concert I went to, I think, the weekend after the Rage Against the Machine concert.
Okay.
So I was going there, then Mark was telling me about the Phoenix Theater.
Okay.
And band they liked. I was like, oh, that sounds cool. Then after the concert, I was like, I want to go to another concert.
Right.
So we went there, and that was my first time at the Phoenix. Cool. I can't find track names. Oh wait, I have it. I'm sorry, just a second, everyone. I want to find this because you're not gonna be able to get it. But
I don't think you made a good reason for why you want to get it. Because I'm not gonna get it.
Here we go. All right, Mother's Eyes. It's at the Phoenix.
I have no idea.
Nat.
Oh, I was not gonna. I forgot about them. Yeah, that I was not gonna get them. Yeah.
So that was the first band concert. I don't remember who played with them or opened for them. I couldn't find the date online. But yeah, it was cool going to a giant arena concert, and then next week going to one at the Phoenix, which was probably like 100 people or something like that. And it was pretty. That's cool. Pretty cool. Like 2 week span or week span or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
All right, and then that's when I went to a bunch of concerts. All right, I'm ready.
Okay. Where the Slime Live. You're not gonna get this one.
Where the Slime Live?
Yeah, you weren't there.
Oh, you went and saw... Is the Beatles Cavern Club?
No.
I give up.
Morbid Angel. That was in 96.
Do you know play with them?
Yes. Morbid Angel, At the Gates, and Dissection.
Okay, At the Gates I've heard of, not Dissection.
I heard them play there.
Where was this, you know?
Trocadero Transfer.
Where's that?
That was a place in San Francisco that I guess started as a gay club that had discos and stuff. Like I think they had 12 disco balls or something all in one place. And then it slowly became more of a hard rock bar place.
Oh, it's in the Soma, so it's okay.
And I think it got rebought again and it's changed into something completely different now.
2000, it was bought by a new owner, remodeled and renamed as the something cat, GIAS cat. And then it was changed in 2011 to the Grand.
Yeah, it did. It was not, the Grand was not an appropriate name for it when I went there. That was, Stu and I went with a friend of his and that friend's, I think it was uncle?
Was it like a
stepdad
birthday
or something?
Or something like that?
It might have been, but it was, didn't know the uncle guy. I was creeped out by everybody. It was just a weird situation because I'm bad with being around people I don't know anyway. And then we got to the place, and it's like, okay, all of these people are huge, and they are drinking beer out of like, I remember it being like if,
Vikings or something.
Yeah, that kind of thing. And it was just dark and smoky and small, and we just like.
Yeah.
And it was really loud. And all the bands were like completely gracious and awesome and fun. And there nothing bad happened. But I remember that's like, if there was ever a moment I was going to get just like beaten up and disappeared, that's the closest I've come. And so that was one of those where it's like the actual show was good, but I was nervous and then like could not wait to get home.
Yeah, I get that very much. That's how, for me, a lot of concerts in the city, after the concert, waiting to get picked up, I just hated. It was just me being younger and just kind of, xenophobic through ignorance and stuff. Just kind of going like, this is different than I'm used to. This isn't the suburbs.
Yeah, and also just you and I both have the just overwhelmed by stimuli. But oh my God, Morbid Angel had the biggest freaking drum set I'd seen up to that point, and it was awesome. And they made use of the whole freaking thing.
They still band? They still do stuff?
I think so. I don't think they're all the same members now. I don't remember.
You don't remember the members.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, here we go. My next one is a song name. I will say Denial. I went to this one with Kevin. It's the first concert I ever went to with Kevin. I texted him the other day to verify this, and I was correct.
I'm going to guess Korn, and I'm wrong.
No, that's not a bad guess. Seven Dust.
Okay.
At the Phoenix Theater.
Okay.
February 18th, 2000. That was awesome. And we went early, and we good seats in the balcony, and it was really cool. And then the last few songs, like, let's go see what's like downstairs. And we went, and it was like a whole new experience. And it was really cool to do both.
Yeah.
And Kitty opened.
Okay.
And I think 26 Miles Per Hour might have opened to another local band. Let's see, some local bands that I went and saw like pretty much whenever they play in like Petaluma or anywhere in like Sonoma County. Let's see how many of you know names. 26 Miles Per Hour.
Only from you.
Nat, which I already mentioned. Nuclear Rabbit.
Yes, only from you again.
Drop.
Yes.
Exposure.
I can't tell you anything about them.
Worked.
Nope.
Element of Surprise.
Yes.
Kita Arson.
Yes.
All right. There we go. Those are the bands I think I always.
Is that you just go through your whole list?
Yeah. No, those are the ones where I couldn't remember the dates. And I couldn't find the dates.
Yep.
So yeah, Seven Dust, and that was pretty cool. I've been a fan since. Yeah, that was Kevin and I first concert we went to together. It's one of the first bands that we kind of bonded over together, and I still like them.
Do you remember how you got there?
Mom drove us, and I remember it was we assumed it was gonna end by a certain time. Then we realized like, oh, it's not gonna end until much later. So we went outside. And we're like, are we going to be able to get back in? They're like, yeah, it's fine. And we just didn't realize how laid back and stuff it was. So I just like, they're going to forget us, not going to let us back in. Ran across the street to a payphone and did the thing where I called collect and said, say your name. And I said, Mom, don't pick us up. And then it was just, then she got there and she still waited and it was fine. But it was, and that was before I really knew Petaluma that well. Like I've been to the things before.
Yeah, it was only in Petaluma
so it was Petaluma, but it still seemed like over there at nighttime, it was like everything's closed off. This is not, we shouldn't be outside.
Yeah, it's ghost town.
Yep. There we go.
Yeah. Dogma.
Well, let's name a movie. We're not doing movies yet.
No. 1997.
We should do the next episode, the first movies we saw.
Yes.
Dogma 97. Marilyn Manson?
Yes.
Nice.
At the Warfield.
Yeah.
Balcony, section 7, row B,
nice.
Seat 47.
Do you find that do you still have a ticket?
Yeah,
that's awesome. I still have tickets for most of mine. I should find them.
I mean, that's where most of this information is actually from.
Nice.
But yeah. So I was 15 years old.
It's the Portrait of American Family tour?
No,
or Antichrist Superstar?
1950 is how much it cost.
Oh, wow.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, it must have been Antichrist Superstar. Yeah, yes. L7 opened, and I remember the audience was just so angry at them for not being Marilyn Manson.
Oh, yeah.
It was terrible.
Was that before or after he became like big on MTV? Probably after, right?
Yeah.
But because he had...
Sweet Dreams
was his first hit, yeah.
that was the first. We took a bus there.
Okay.
And it was me and my recently ex-girlfriend and a friend of ours, and we got on the bus and was like,
you just broke up there, like when it was like a week ago?
It's like 2 weeks or a month or something. It was in between buying the tickets.
I was trying to figure out a way to joke like recently, like in 2018.
Oh right, no. And so we were on the bus and it was raining and we couldn't really see outside or anything, and we just kind of were waiting for our stop, and then eventually the bus driver went, "So you were going to the Warfield, right?" We're, yeah, you should get out. We were just.
What's good that
we just lucked out that the bus driver was like, "I remember you guys. Yeah. You should leave."
I had a bus driver mad at me once because I was the last person on the bus, but I was going on like the last stop that he scheduled for, and he thought he was gonna be able to go back to the station before that, and he was not happy. Yeah. And I was like, "Well, don't make me feel bad." I didn't feel bad, but it was like, don't make me uncomfortable.
Right.
Did you? And that's when the Warfield is like not in the nicest part of San Francisco too, and so it's being a little
picked up at the end made a big difference. But still, there weren't enough seats in the car, and so it felt like somebody orchestrated this. It was like, oh, hey, ex-boyfriend friend Chris, can I sit on your lap on the way home? I was like, yeah. I mean, we have to get in this car.
I had a friend whose dad, he would drive us around sometime, and he drove us one time to like Great America or something, or Waterworld, I think it was, and there weren't enough seats, and so he said, "You gotta take turns sitting on the floor." And it was like, okay. And I remember just as a kid going like, adults shouldn't do that. It's not good. And I just I refused to sit on the floor.
Yeah. You didn't take your turn.
Yep. All right, you ready for the
I think
next
so.
one? All right. Blind.
Is that Corn?
Yeah.
Okay.
You were close. Yeah, Corn I saw this March 3rd, 2000. So that was less than a month after Seven Dust. I went with Kevin again at the Oakland Arena again, and unless I have my dates wrong, but
right.
The opener was Stained, I think, but we got there late. We didn't see Stained, but between bands they're playing the Sick and Twisted cartoons. It was like Mike and something. Yeah. I don't remember, but yeah. But Korn was good. We enjoyed it.
It's good.
That was after Issues came out, and that was when I was at the height of my Korn liking. And on the way home, the person driving us, we went with another friend and her cousin, I think, and it was in Oakland. Instead of going up north, then going across the Richmond Bridge or going through Bay Bridge, she actually went south, went all the way to San Jose and back up. It took us a long time to get home.
Yeah.
And she was not a great driver. So Kevin and I remember one time, like, stopped to get gas. She left the car, and Kevin's like, hope we get home. Like, happy to. All right.
So then there's like almost a 3-year gap. Keyboard solo.
It's a 3-year gap. So you saw Marilyn Manson was 97, you said? So 2000.
Ish, it's a little earlier than
Keyboard solo. I'm going to say...
You were there.
Uh-oh. Oh, I wonder if it's one that I don't have on my list then.
You probably... Oh, you must not have it. You should definitely have this on your list. Come on, Phil.
Who played?
This is embarrassing for you, not for me.
It wasn't KFDM?
No.
Keyboard solo. I give up.
Weird Al. We have video evidence of us.
Oh, yeah, that was
that.
I forgot about that.
You missed that. Yeah.
I forgot it was that early.
1999.
There we go.
At the Marin Veterans Memorial Auditorium.
Yeah.
This was, so far, out of all these, this was the most expensive ticket so far. But we were front and center.
Yeah.
And Weird Al walked over us, and we were petrified of doing something stupid, so we just sat there motionless.
Yeah.
And then they released that on VHS, and you can see us being completely looking bored.
Yeah.
While Weird Al is literally within reach of us.
Yeah. That for some reason I had in my mind that was later, but
yeah.
All right, next one. Let's go with My Own Summer. because his headphones.
Oh, I should totally know this. Deftones?
Yeah, good job. At the Phoenix Theater. First time seeing him.
Okay.
Kevin and I, again, first time for both of us seeing him. When we didn't even know like really what they look like, I think.
Okay, yeah.
I was new to Deftones. He liked them longer. But Will Haven opened up, and we were like, is this Deftones? They look different than we thought. And then it wasn't. But that was, I think, their first time playing any songs off White Pony live.
Cool.
And so that's pretty cool. And it was really loud. We didn't have headphones.
Was that before or after White Pony came out?
Before.
Okay. Earplugs.
Yeah, we didn't have earplugs.
You said
and so it was super loud. And then the next day, Kevin and I had our final performance for a drama class in high school, and our ears were still ringing. And it was pretty cool, but it got really hot and really loud, and it was intense, but it was just a cool memory to have. And it was at the Phoenix.
Yeah.
That was May 24th, 2000.
Okay. I'm catching up to you then. Piss up a rope. Excuse me. Sorry. You were not there.
I don't know.
This is a Ween concert.
Okay.
At the Warfield again. Balcony, section 4, row C, seat 34.
Oh, okay.
The only thing I wrote in my journal about this was Ween was very good. They played for almost 3 hours. Mom liked it too.
Where did you say it was, Warfield?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, they just played a really long set, and I remember it being, the sound wasn't great, so it was a little bit just dull, but it was like, they're great.
Nice.
Good concert.
Yeah, I don't remember you guys doing that.
I'm sorry.
I probably didn't really know. The only thing I probably knew Ween from it then was, it's Pat.
Okay.
Probably was like, the band from the movie.
Yeah.
I saw Ween with you guys later.
Yeah.
The Greek Theater.
Yeah. Berkeley?
Yep.
Okay.
That's not on my list. I think that was later.
No, that's later.
All right. Next up, this is, there are a lot of bands played. Oh, I can't remember which ones played this one, though. Hold on one second.
Ozfest?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'll give you, okay. Let's go with, my mind is going blank. Interstate Love Song.
Stone Temple Pilots.
Yeah.
Where?
That was BFD. Live 105's BFD. We're getting a phone call. I always forget how to do this for a second.
It always seems like that.
1 second, everybody. Hello, thanks for calling KPCA. You are on the air, so please watch your language. How you doing today?
Hi. You should watch my language. So I was that Ween concert. That's the one I went to with Chris.
Yes.
And Stu, yeah.
And I think that's the first time I was ever at the Warfield.
Uh-huh.
And I remember it just seeming so big and everything. And ever since I've gone back, it seems so much smaller.
Yeah. Well, we were pretty far away then, and every time we've been there since then, except John Leguizamo,
yes,
it's been we've been very close, I think.
Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah.
And
anyway, thanks for remembering that, because I forgot about that. It was pretty awesome. Yeah. If you could park in the city, we'd go all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for the show.
Thank you for listening. Bye.
Bye.
I remember the Warfield hearing, because you saw Marilyn Manson there.
Yeah.
And I remember the first time I heard of it, and I was like, the place is called the Warfield.
Yeah.
And Marilyn Manson for me was like a scary band. I was like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
That's scary.
No, I agree.
But yeah, this was BFD, Live 105's BFD. I went with Nick and his dad for a few years straight. He would take us. Everclear played, Godsmack, Incubus, Limp Bizkit, Moby, Powerman 5000, Slipknot, Stone Temple Pilots, The Offspring, Third Eye Blind.
That's so.
We didn't see
like
all
a
of
BFD.
those, but yeah, we saw. I remember Stone Temple Pilots, Limp Bizkit, Incubus, Slipknot. It was the first time I saw Slipknot. I think I knew of them, but that was cool. They did a thing. They played on one of the, because Shoreline has the main stage, all the seats, but then when they do festivals, they have like a parking lot area that they block off that they have other stages at.
Right.
And this one, so everyone's standing, and Slipknot did a thing where during a song, everybody sit down. Which I've seen him do a few times since but that was the first time ever sit down, and then when the music kicks in, everyone jumps.
Yeah.
And it was one of the coolest things. So that was then.
So yeah, you probably made a little earthquake.
Mm-hmm. I did. And so that was, again, like less than a month after the Deftones show. I just was going to shows pretty much every month.
Yeah. And yeah, I have. This is only like a couple weeks after the Ween one. Ready? Fate's faithful punchline. You were there. It was not at the punchline.
It's Legendary Pink Dots.
Yeah, you're right.
I couldn't find the date of that show, so I didn't put it on my list.
I'm not, or I guess no, I am positive about the date. I'm not positive about the playlist.
Okay.
It was July 8th, 2000 at Slim's, $15. I was 18 years old. Dead Voices on Air opened.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I wrote down that I totally liked them, but I never followed up on that even for a second. I can't name any other songs. I can't even describe what they sound like.
I just remember Legendary Pink Dots' saxophone being really loud.
Yes, that's true. Wait, you were not actually at this one. You were. This is a later Legendary Pink Dots.
So maybe.
Yeah, you weren't here.
Okay, cool.
This was supposed to be me, Stu, and Mom, but I think Dad subbed for Mom at the last minute. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Next one for me. Oh boy, it's another one of those festivals. Hold on a second.
Wait, what year are you? Where are you?
We're still 2000.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, Hitchin' a Ride.
Oh. Boston?
No, Green Day.
Oh, okay.
This was Warped Tour 2000. Green Day played, Jurassic 5, My Boss Tones, Weezer. This was right before Weezer kind of had their comeback, I think. And we had to leave in the middle of Weezer because we had to catch the bus back.
Oh.
I went with Eric and Julius, and I think Mark. But it was cool. I liked Warped Tour. That's when it was at Pier 30 and Pier 32 in San Francisco. So it's over kind of near where the ballpark is. And it's right on the water. And it's open. And then it was just, they had the two main stages like right next to each other, basically. And then one would go the other. So it's like you can kind of be in one spot and watch both. And they had little stages throughout. And I just loved the setup and everything. And that's when the bands that played there I still really liked.
Yeah.
And then I think I went to like 2 or 3 Warped Tours, and then they moved it to start doing like Shoreline, other places, and just didn't. And I just didn't care about the bands as much.
Right.
But during that age, I was 15. It was right.
Okay. Yeah.
Right down my alley.
So what date was that?
That was July 1st, 2000.
Okay. So now I'm past you now.
Okay.
So I'm going to start naming something that might even be off your list.
Okay.
Toxic.
Yeah, it's Crazy Town.
Yeah.
That is, I have a few more before that. That was at Slim's December 17th.
Yes, It was $10.
Oh, $10?
Yeah.
Wow.
Slaves on Dope and Shovel opened.
Yep, and I saw Shovel open for, I think they actually opened for Seven Dust also, I think.
Okay.
But I got the Shovel album. I didn't care for Slaves on Dope that much though.
I didn't care for either of them that much, but still, yeah. But I remember that
fun.
show being just awesome, fun rock show.
We went with Mark, my friend Mark.
Oh?
Yep.
Okay.
Mark, Kevin.
I don't remember.
2 people I went to the most concerts with when I was younger.
Okay.
And Nick and Eric and other people too. But yeah, it was me, you, and Mark, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, that makes sense. I just forgot.
Mark was always like, whenever concert I want to go to, he's like, Mark, you want to go? He's like, yeah, sure. And that was right before Butterfly. I was before Butterfly became a huge hit, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, yeah.
And then when we saw them at Slim's years later, and they played Butterfly first, they were like, okay, we got that out of the way.
Yeah. Yep.
That was fun. All right, my next one. We've got 10 minutes. We're doing all right. We're not gonna be able to get through everything I have.
I'm almost done.
Oh, nice. Okay. The real Slim Shady.
Eminem.
Yeah, Eminem with Limp Bizkit at the Cow Palace. It was the Anger Management Tour, and that I think I was kind of getting a little bit sick of Limp Bizkit, and I was really getting into Eminem because Eminem performed and he was great, and then I got really thirsty, and the Cow Palace it was a huge crowd and really narrow hallways. I felt like it took forever. And then Limp Bizkit was playing, and I was kind of like, They had, I think that was after Chocolate Starfish and Hot Dog Rock. And they had like dancers on stage, and like I didn't really care for that album. Some of the songs I still like, but even when it came out, I was like rolling, and My Generation, I was just like, okay, I'm kind of done with Fred Durst. But I remember just being like, I guess they're probably a good show, but I just don't really care that much anymore. Eminem was great though.
That's good.
I think Exhibit might have played too. I'm not sure.
I haven't been there.
Else.
That would have been a good one.
Yeah.
That'd been fun. Did I ever see? I don't think I ever saw Limp. No, I would have seen it before that.
Right, I don't think you have.
Yeah.
You see M&M though.
Yeah.
All right.
The Nobodies.
Marilyn Manson again.
Yeah. 2001 January. At the San Jose Event Center. You were there.
Oh, I don't have my list. Nice.
You don't have your list?
I don't have that on my list. I forgot about that one.
It's 2001. Did you even get that far?
What month? 2001?
January 10th.
Yeah, it should be on my list.
Okay.
My list goes to June. That was a great concert.
God had opened. Yeah.
Yes.
And that was great. And all I have written down in my notes is yesterday, didn't get home until last night until 2 a.m.
No, that was awesome. That was a perfect size place for that.
And
I felt like
we
I was
were
on San Jose State.
Was it like kind of rainy?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And but it was inside of the concert.
Yeah.
But
we were waiting
out
line.
And it was on the campus. And
yeah.
When I went to San Jose State, I don't think I ever went to a concert there. But that was like, that must have been, it was the first time I saw Marilyn Manson then. Yeah.
Really? Okay, yeah.
And
maybe.
it was just like, oh, he puts on a show.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. I think he did Crucifixion Space, and it was where he was on a platform that just kept going up. He was way up there.
Yeah. Well, no, that I remember. Okay.
I think
that's true. He did that at the Ozfest or whatever too. Yeah. But yeah.
I think he did that one too.
I think you're right.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
I think I don't know if I'm right. I feel like he opened with Love Song, but I could be wrong. Or is it Love?
The
Love Song. This is called right.
Yeah.
All right. So that.
Yeah.
It's true. Cool. There's one that I forgot. Next up, we've got. I'll go with. Basket Case.
Green Day again.
Yes. This is Not So Silent Night, December 15, 2000. Green Day, Deftones, AFI, Papa Roach.
Phil.
Some other bands.
Sorry to go back. You are the most wrong about what they opened with.
Okay.
they opened with
Fight Song.
Well, Count to 6 and Die, but that was on tape, and then Irresponsible Hate Anthem.
Okay.
So
I feel like a fool.
Yeah, you should.
That was there, not the Warfield show. They might have done the Warfield show too. I don't know. Okay. All right.
What happened?
So yeah, that was Not So Silent Night. That was good. Then Disturbed was supposed to play, but they canceled. And I'm okay with that because I didn't really like Disturbed, and so Deftones got to play longer.
Whoa!
And it was awesome.
Yeah,
and they were top form.
Good.
All right, we have time for like one or two more each. Do you want to just quickly go through the rest of your list? How many do you want to do?
One.
Okay,
I have one. And you were there, and you're probably not. Well, you might be able to guess it, but not from the song. Monosyllabic Girl.
That sounds familiar. You said I was there?
Yeah.
I was there?
I think Stuart was there too. I think I might also be getting this concert mixed up with a different one because I can't find out who opened, and I really thought there were like 3 big-ish openers at the Phoenix.
Is it the Fear Factory show?
No. That was a bit after this.
Yeah. I don't know.
No Effects.
Oh, yeah. No, it was me, you, and a few of my friends from school.
Okay.
I think Phil and Matt and Julius, maybe?
Okay.
Oh, Stuart might have gone, too.
Is that the one where we were driving home? Yeah, we were driving home, and I got pulled over.
Because like, the headlights weren't on?
Because the headlights weren't on, but I turned them on as soon as we started driving, and then
they
pulled me over, and we're like, okay, have a nice day, bye.
Yeah.
Like, I hope
he pulled you over like on the same block as the parking garage, and he pulled out and then just pulled over right away.
Yeah.
Yep, remember that. Yep.
And I don't...
When was that?
That was... third month, March 2nd, 2001.
Okay, that should have been on my list too.
And yeah, I remember that now. I thought, weren't there like 3 or something openers, or was that a different punk type show?
There were more openers, I'm pretty sure. There were like 3 openers. I don't know though.
I cannot find any reference to. I can find like that show's set list, but nothing about any openers. Yeah, it's weird. And I never cared for NoFX, and the show was basically just. I should go to a punk show at a small place.
Me too.
That'd be fun.
Yep. I remember they had the very small sign hanging. Like they lowered the sign, and it was like it's probably like 2 feet long.
Yeah.
All right, we have like 2 minutes. I'm not gonna do the trivia. I'll save that for another thing. I'll go through the rest of mine real quick. So yeah, next at Crazy Town, then Weezer at the Bill Graham Civic. Which did you go? I went. It was
probably
Dad drove. It was me, a few friends.
When was this?
2001, March 17th, I think. Okay. 2001.
That could be. It sounds maybe,
right. Then Outcast with Ludacris and Exhibit.
Mm-hmm.
Did you go that one too?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that was March 2001 also. Okay. I think March 26th. Then I saw Exhibit at the Phoenix. You were at that one also?
Yes.
That was March 30th, 2001, apparently. Wait, we saw Exhibit, then we saw him again 4 days later?
I think so, yeah.
All right, cool. Then for me, Edema at the Phoenix, and then BFD again, then Ozfest was 2001, June 29th.
So yeah, you have a lot. You have a high concentration in that time period.
And I forgot a few. There were at least two that you came up with that I went to. We
should really try to continue your list, because I have a big list that's almost entirely accurate after 2005.
Okay.
But I still have a few I have to find that you probably have.
I don't know.
We can talk about that off the air.
Well, we're with you for another minute. DJ Saeed is right outside the room. He's going to be here in a minute. Full Circle Sessions. It's going to be with you 3 to 5 p.m. Full Circle Sessions with DJ Saeed. I kept saying things in the wrong order. So it's going to be with you from 3 to 5. And then from 5 to 7 is Live Archive with Ed Perlstein. And then no shows tomorrow on Saturday, but then Sunday there are shows. You can go to kpca.fm, look at the schedule. Things get added all the time and stuff. So I'm still, I don't have it memorized because it changes.
Yeah, you need to, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. You can email the station at kpca@pca.tv. You can follow stuff for my shows, this one and Phil and Ariel's mixtape at Phil and Ariel at Twitter and Instagram, all that stuff. Thank you very much for listening, everyone. Enjoy your weekend. We'll be back here on Thursday, and then this show again next Friday. Take it easy, everyone. Bye. Thanks, Chris.
Welcome.